Hey, good morning. I'm just checking to make sure I've got sound today. And yes, I have. So, hi, welcome to our Setting Your Intentions for the week. My name is Susan Jane, and I am going to be doing the cards today for you. So, short and sweet, I just raced upstairs to go to the loo before I came down. So, I'm puffing a bit. Sorry about that. All right, let's have a look. A quieter one this week, too. Again, we've got our eclipse of the moon this week. I think on Sunday it is. So yeah, that's all happening. Full moon this week too. So yeah, bit of a funny old week, that's for sure. But anyway, let's set our intentions and get this moving. So I've got the cards all down here for you, ready to go, or the setup. I do it this way so you can get a bit of an understanding of what we're doing and where we're going with it, just to make it a bit easier. So, got these all shuffled nicely. So the first card is what this week's all about. The second card is what the blocks could be. Third card is how we can get through those blocks. And the fourth card will be the outcome or the expected outcome on it. So what is it all about this week? We've been getting this one a lot, haven't we? It's a happy move. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher a positive new energy. So this has popped up a few times, and we seem to be getting a bit of a run on these sort of things. So maybe that's the people that are listening or the people that are watching. But yeah, definitely more about work and employment. Home and employment. And it's about move. It's about changes, about changing things up and getting things moving and active again. So that's what this week's all about. How we're looking at changing or moving in home or in our work environment, or in some cases, it can be both. So our block is Vanessa. So to make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to the divine and which way takes me further from it. Now, with that card as a block, I would say what you're doing is having a trouble with making a decision. And when I start to look at this, because I try to reflect this as part of my life, not just part of everyone else's, because if I'm doing these cards, they need to make sense for me too. So if they make sense for me, hopefully they make sense for you. So when we look at the blockage there, it's all about making that decision, and it's trying to get a decision and work out which way to go. Now, in Vanessa saying to make the decision, work out which one takes you closer to your divine purpose and which one takes you further from it. Now, unfortunately, easier said than done when we don't know quite what our divine purpose could be or what it's all about. So that's not always an easy way to go, but we do know that obviously we're having trouble making a decision, and that's what's blocking us from this going forward. So the third card is Archangel Riel, and your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and your mind. So when we look at that, we start to go, okay, so maybe some of the situations here where we're having trouble making a decision is because a lot of it, we know that we need to go a particular way, but what's stopping us or what's stopping us from making that decision is we've got this anger or this unforgiveness that we can't deal with or we can't cope with. So when we start to bring the cards back together again and we look at it in that context, we can turn around and say, okay, we can't make a decision because we're holding onto some of the baggage, and we've got a bit of fear about making that decision. It might not even be fear. It might be more about we've got this anger or unforgiveness that is stuck in there that we're not bringing forward. We're acknowledging it, but we're not dealing with it. We're not going forward with it. So for us to deal with this change of home or change of environment or a change of employment to get the right attitude, to make that decision. And funnily enough, when I look at it as mine, I look at it and go, you know what? I've been thinking about different jobs or looking at different things and different aspects. And I haven't been able to make a decision. I can't make a decision on it because I really don't know whether I want to make that decision or not. And a lot of it is because I have got anger there. I've got this unreleased tension that is holding me back from making those decisions. And in all honesty, in this way the cards are set up, I would be looking at it saying, this is the block because I'm not looking at it in the right tone, in the right way. And healing that block would be getting an understanding of the anger and the issues that I have with it so I can make the decision. Oh, girl. The result is Serena. Now, she is the angel of abundance, and you receive money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Okay, so that sort of starts to make a little bit more sense, doesn't it, when we bring it all together? About a happy move or an employment. For mine, it's not necessarily a change of environment, a home place. It's more about looking at the employment side of it. So when I look at my business and where I want to go, the decisions I need to make. So if yours is about home or your business or money, the decisions you need to make, you've got to look at which is going to take you towards your purpose, which one's going to take you further away from your purpose. And when you get an understanding of what your purpose is and what that looks like, then to help you heal that block, get rid of that anger that you've got holding on to it. Get rid of it. Get the unforgiveness. Allow that forgiveness to come through, and that will help you understand which way you need to go, because the results are going to be abundant for you. The results that you're going to get this week are going to be abundant. When you make that decision, when you get that understanding, this is what's going to happen. So if it's about a business, money's going to come through. It's about employment, you're going to get what you're looking for. You're going to start to look at it in a different light. If it's about a new home or a place, yes, again, you've got a positive aspect there, a financial positive aspect there. So it's all coming in together. It's all coming through. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the, I'm so into the show, into this, I didn't see the comments. So good morning, Sally and Andrew. Good morning. Thank you, Andrew. Just listening to your voice makes me feel calmer. No, that's really good, because sometimes I think I get a little bit carried away. But yeah, this is what it's about this week. So this week it's home, employment, make a decision, get an understanding that there's some forgiveness, and we need to release the anger for that decision to become a positive financial abundance for you, or abundance in your life there. So that's it for today. That's our reading. Woohoo! Look at that. And as far as my business goes, where I'm looking at it, I'm starting to get the wellness room. Sally, you'd be happy to know that next time you come up for a visit, you can come in for healing. So the wellness room's all coming ahead. It'll be the massage, there'll be healings, there'll be readings, all sorts of things of a holistic nature. So that's all coming ahead. Got the workshop, podcast. Got the Cody on the podcast on Thursday morning. So it's a man's point of view. It's the first time I've had a guy on the podcast, and I want to have more of them. I want to make the podcast more inclusive rather than exclusive. And I know it's targeted for women because I am a woman and I can talk that language, but I really like the idea of having men on the show too, because it gives us a holistic view on it. And the way men look at intuition or their gut instinct is different to how women look at it. But there's no right or wrong. It's just different. And it's lovely to understand the differences. So that's coming out this week, Thursday morning, on the Art of Intuition podcast. You can get it at all good podcast downloads. So Cody's talking about a man's point of view regarding intuition. So that's really good. But that's me for today. I've got to get some work done. Going to the naturopath, got heaps to do. So I hope you all have a good one. Sal, how are you going? Hope it's going well for you. And Andrew, thanks for joining in and connecting with us. It's really lovely of you. So I am going to say bye for now, and I'll see you next week. Okay, see you guys.